PathMonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. PathMonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add PathMonk to your website in seconds, let the AI do all the work, and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Viktoria Guseva, Director of Marketing there with Codacy. How are you doing today, Viktoria?
Hey, Ernesto. Thanks for inviting me. I'm doing great.
It's great to have you on. And while I'm sure, Viktoria, our listeners are tuning in, wondering what Codacy is all about. So let's kick it off with that. In your own words, tell us a little bit more.
All right. So at Codacy, we help dev teams to build clean, secure code effortlessly and fearlessly. In a nutshell, we provide the essential developer toolbox that enables software development and DevOps teams to efficiently optimize and secure their code.
Okay, great. And on that note then is, so that way our listeners can get a good understanding then of Codacy, what would you say is that key problem that you guys like to solve?
Right. Overall, our customers are based primarily in the US and Europe. And obviously, these are companies that have at least 30 developers internally. And for them, we propose different options. So one option is a self-serve for smaller accounts who, can go register and start using our product very easily. And obviously, if your team is a bit bigger and you need more support, maybe you need to have our customer success department involved, then they can reach out to us and sales and customer success teams will help them set up for success. And typically, our customer journey includes such touch points as sign up for free trial, where you can integrate your repo with Codacy via GitHub, Bitbucket, or GitLab and start exploring the toolbox. Or you can reach out directly to sales team and request a demo.
Okay, perfect. Great. So then, is there a certain vertical segment? Is there an ideal ICP there for Codacy?
Yeah, definitely. We cater, first of all, to the devs. So developers of different, levels is the first and foremost ICP, has always been. But also, obviously, we deal a lot with the decision makers, such as CIOs, CTOs, the technical leadership. And basically, these are the two most important ICPs for Codacy.
Okay, perfect. And so then, how would somebody then usually find out about Codacy? Is there a top client acquisition channel for you guys?
Yeah, sure. We have quite a few. So one of the key aspects of our marketing strategy is leveraging both brand and demand activities. While brand activities help us generate the initial level of brand awareness, demand-related programs further strengthen the pipeline creation. And since we have this very specific audience, developers and their leadership, it is crucial to build holistic marketing programs that would include multiple touch points across different channels. To give you a few examples. For example, recently we created high quality content to further propose it as a first touch point to our ICP. We created a white paper addressing market research together with one of the well-known analyst companies. And just recently, we also published an extensive report, which was done by our team internally, on the 2024 State of Software Quality. And basically, these valuable pieces of content strengthen our communication and build engaged audience at the awareness stage. And we also further educate the market via webinars, blog content, various PR activities that further strengthen Codacy's product messaging. And I believe one more program, which is worth mentioning, is the Codacy's Pioneers program that was launched last year with the goal to contribute to the open source community of developers and support those who build, maintain, and contribute to innovative open source projects. This program is aimed at providing them with mentorship, funding, and free tools to support their open source journey.
Okay, great to hear that. So that way our listeners who are tuned in could go ahead and visit you. They can always check you out at codacy.com. What role then does the website play for client acquisition?
Yeah, right. So it's not a secret, these days that website is a crucial marketing tool for any business, let alone, businesses that have global audience. Our website is both a brand awareness channel that tells our story and helps understand Codacy product better, but also it is an essential tool for lead generation. We have recently dramatically improved our SEO posture by creating valuable dev-oriented content in Codacy blog that serves for different stages of the customer journey. And also, since we have moved our website to HubSpot CMS last year, we are now able to, I would say, plug and play and experiment a lot and get a better picture on how marketing campaigns work or target very specific audiences with dedicated messaging or call to action. Should I tell a little bit more about this as well?
Oh, that's great. Okay, awesome. So then is there any tools or tips or methods that you would recommend to our listeners as far as some website lead generation?
Yeah, I've been managing marketing effort for quite some time, and it's a very interesting learning that actually while there are some general conversion rate optimization rules that can be applied to many websites, each business is actually unique and they have very unique ICPs. And this means that there is no silver bullet that can fix everything for everyone. So what really worked for me is being flexible and open for experimentation, hiring the right team with the right mindset, getting internal buy-in on testing approaches, as well as getting the right software in place to support your experimentation.
Yeah, okay, great to hear that then. And well, let's switch gears a little bit, Viktoria, and let's talk about you as a leader there at Codacy. You being the director of marketing, what are some key tasks you'd like to focus on your day-to-day work?
Good question. So as a manager, my key focus is helping marketing teams succeed in achieving our KPIs, as well as assisting them in focusing on what will bring the most value for Codacy. And my other focus area is making sure we don't have internal silos between marketing, sales, engineering, and customer success teams.
Okay, great. And well, that is there so that there's a lot of news in the marketing as far as trends, strategies. Is there a preferred channel that you'd like to go with to stay up to date with all the marketing news out there?
Well, I would say I read a lot, obviously, I do a lot of courses, but I think at this point in my career, I grew mostly via mentorship. I have a few mentors that help me with some important aspects of my soft and hard skills. And on the other side, I think it's really essential to also give back to the community, to share my experience. So this is why I share my learnings by collaborating with a few well-known startup accelerators. I help young founders. I do master classes. Also, I write for Forbes.
Okay, great to hear that then. And so let's jump into our next section then here, Viktoria, which is our rapid fire question rounds. Are you ready for that?
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. First off, Viktoria, what is the last book that you read?
Oh, I really love books about history. I'm a big history book fan overall. And the one book that impressed me recently is called Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. Basically, in this book, he is exploring human creation and evolution in a very interesting and unique way. He's looking at how human cultures were unified through money, empires, and religions, and basically explores the history and what has defined us as a species and enhanced our understanding and what it means to be human overall.
Okay, interesting read there for our listeners. Thank you so much for that, Viktoria. Next up then is, if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Oh, wow, that's a tough question. As the leader of remote first team, I would definitely opt in for some sort of teleportation tool that could bring us quickly together offline more often. While remote work, has lots of benefits, meeting together offline is crucial for success. And my team is dispersed across Europe and US, which makes it challenging to meet very often.
Okay, interesting take there. Next up then is if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
So part of my routine as a manager is going over reports, dashboards, and data that helps me understand our progress towards KPIs and improvement of sales pipeline. And it would be really great to have a tool that creates reporting based on multiple data sources and proposes bite-sized action points for or like experimentation hypotheses.
Okay, interesting. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. And well, lastly then, Victoria, I mean, you have a lot of experience already in the marketing world, but what is that one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
Yeah, so marketing is a marathon, not a sprint. And I think this advice is as valid today as it would be 10 years ago. Because in marketing, when we create strategies or build action plans, we sometimes forget that excellence takes time, right? Sometimes to see a marketing program yielding results will take 3 to 6 months, while initially we expect weeks. So I think it's crucial to remember that all good things take time.
Okay, interesting. Thank you so much for that advice, not just for yourself, but for our listeners. And well, Victoria, we are coming to the end of the show here today. But before we do end, I do want to give you the last word. Say someone forgets everything about the interview today. What is that one thing they should remember about Codacy?
Yeah, so Codacy helps dev teams to build clean, secure code effortlessly and fearlessly.
Awesome. Perfect. Hey, well, listeners, check them out at codacy.com. Like Victoria mentioned, effortless code quality and security for developers. Victoria, thank you so much for being on with us today. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to our next episode at Path Monk Presents. Thanks a lot, Victoria.
Thanks, Ernesto.